South Africa,
South America,
Kenya, Tanzania,
Trinidad.
So how have you found generally the behavior?
Abuja.
Like I was saying in the church, the behavior of the believers are very similar. Always very warm, accommodating. You meet people for the first time, and it seems like you've been together all your life. So what that tells me is that really we were in the same place together before now. Not existing as bodies, but in the same mind of God.
Amen.
So it's the mind of God unfolding. Everywhere I've been, I've seen warmness, welcome, and I think it's unique with God's children everywhere.
So this message has done us great.
He has done us great. He has
So
done
we
us
not
great.
underestimate ourselves.
At all.
And again, when you are in your first meeting, at a point you say that you have, as introductory part, you said you have now come to your people.
Yeah,
You have joined the other family members of the family.
that's right.
You remember saying that?
I said that because I know it is so. You know, I traveled a few years ago with some of my friends. They wanted me to be with them for things not related to the gospel. Just they have a proposal to present somewhere. When I was working, I was a consultant, management consultant. So because I was available, they said, please can you travel with us to help us make this presentation? Yes. Yeah, my last professional real work was in 1998. Since then, the ministry took it up and so forth. So I said, okay, I'll go with you. So they arranged for my visas. We went to Dublin. We've traveled together to Dublin, to United Kingdom, even to this Kenya. We came to Utali College. Utali. So they noticed that anywhere I am, I will say, I want to go and see my family people. So they keep wondering. When we now get to Dublin, we were at a shopping mall doing some things, and all of a sudden, some brethren saw me. They ran towards me, were greeting me. They said, do you have family here again? I said, I've told you that my family are widespread all over the world. That wherever I go, I have never been stranded. He said, the family must be very large. I said, it's the largest. So later I was explaining it to them. They said, people... You mean Christians can be like that? You haven't seen yourself before, and you bonded so well as if you've always been together. I say, yeah, that's why they are my family. These are not ordinary Christians. They are not denominational Christians. So I started explaining to them and said, we must think about ourselves. So that's why I said, everywhere I've been, I've never been stranded. Yeah, even to very remotest part of the world. There was a time, you know, I ministered in Guyana, and some of the pastors in Trinidad, they said, no, we are doing some work with Guyana brethren in the Amazon belt. That's in the forest belt of Venezuela, Brazil, you know, all those areas. That if I don't mind, they would like to sponsor a project for me to go there with a view to helping establish them. I said, okay. So they set a time, and they spent quite a lot. They chartered these two small low-flying aircraft, one for our cargo and one for the team that went with me. So we traveled. By here, we got to a place. Then we had to go by waters for 4.5 hours. Yeah, ocean water for 2.5 hours, then creek water for 2 hours. I still have some of the pictures and videos if I look for them. So I discovered them to be the real native of America, the Rand Indians. They were there. So I said, how did message got into a place like this? Beyond civilization, anything. I mean, we're in that creek water for about 2 hours. And you will never believe that there could be a place. So we got there. Now, where I have an idea that we are going to what looks like a jungle was that all the water we drink for the 11 days, all the food that we eat, they bought them. So, and a sister volunteered to be on the mission team. They were using bottled water to cook my food.
Because the water is not good in that
The water is not good. They said it will make me sick. I said, don't worry, when they boil it, they say whether boiled or not, they don't want me to taste anything. So I was drinking milkshake and just eating rice. with sardine, canned sardines throughout that period. But that's one of the places I saw one of the happiest bunch of believers all over the world. I'm telling you. The place we were sleeping is on a stilt house that, you know, they have to do what they call amok. That cloth they will hang here, and we will sleep in the middle. Because they are afraid of reptiles, snakes, and everything. So if I want to wear my shoe in the morning, they have to check it very well to be sure that no reptile is hibernating there. It was that tough. And I was wondering, how did the message got here? Even Catholic is not here.
But the message is there.
But the message is there. And what happened? Some of our brethren went fishing along the ocean lines, and they got a pirate attack. So they just started running anywhere they could. And their path led to that creek area with a view to decoying those guys to stray away. So they just keep moving until they hit the end of the creek. Then they saw human beings. And they now told them what brought them there. So those guys said, come here, we'll protect you, but you have to stay a few days till the water is clear. We will check for you and tell you when to go. So the brethren couldn't fish again now. They said, okay, if we can't fish, let's fish people. So this was how they started sharing the message, you know, with them. So I told them later, I said it was for the message that God sent you actually on that water at that time. So when the people showed interest and received it, they went home, got the pastor, and that was how they started working with them. So God helped us so much. We traveled through those coastal lines, and I think we baptized about 30-something people more. I was in that water for hours until my side was aching. Because they told me that since God blessed them as the trophies of your ministry, you must baptize them. Initially,